Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and thank you for joining for another video. Today we are on day 5 of 30 days of sketches with Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. And today's sketch is very exciting because it is designed by our very own Lisa Sikorsky, which is fun. You will all know Lisa from Scrapper Sketch, Dotty About Flair and the Flair Hut, and she is my bestie. So I'm super happy to be doing this sketch today, and we're going to try and stick to it as best as we can anyway. You know what I'm like, can't promise. So today's sketch is this gorgeousness up here, and we have lots of paper layers, clean edges. It's very, very clean, which is lovely for a change. And I've stuck to that. I have done a little bit of prep as I have been doing, getting through some videos. So all this pattern I needed to just sit and think. But we are using Bella Boulevard Time to Travel. It's a gorgeous collection. I have been through these ephemera packs because, like Doodlebug, they are massive. You get 93 pieces and 126 pieces, which is gigantic. And I love them. Love Bella Boulevard so much. I've pulled out things that could work. This is the sketch we're doing. Please do play along. You can find all of these sketches in the 30 Days of Sketches Facebook group. And let's get going. So this photo is a very basic photo, but something I wanted to document. This is Deansgate in Manchester city centre. Here we have the Beetham Tower. This is about a month into lockdown. Mick, Tom and myself had gone for a bike ride. It was when we were allowed to go out and exercise after all the craziness of the first couple of weeks. I think this is May even, and Deansgate was actually closed. As you can see, they've got plants down the middle of the road. Now, Deansgate is one of the busiest streets in Manchester, and it was just crazy to see it so dead. Everything was shut. There was nothing open, no shops were open, no coffee shops, no bars, restaurants, pubs. The road was closed, people were just walking, but keeping the distance. It was just, you all know what it was like, but it was just eerie. So I wanted to document that photo, and I thought it would be quite, I don't know, is it ironic, or you know what I mean, to document it with a travel collection. So that is what we're doing. So I have chosen a few papers. Now, crazily, we're using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different papers, or 8 different patterns and colours, which is crazy. I'm also using this square, I think, because it's quite a sunny day. And it's all about the layers and the clean cuts on this layout, as I said. I am switching it up a bit, which you'll see in a minute, but I'm using this paper. Now this is Americanized. We've got the interstates and everything, and the detour, which we don't have, and the American signs. But I figured we're going to be seeing like this, and I can live with that. I can live with that. And I do love the American interstate sign. When I'm driving in America, I love it. Love it so much. You have to be careful with Basil cardstock because it does that. So this is Arctic cardstock. I am trying to use my cardstock a little bit more. So where I would mat with patterned paper, I'm thinking to myself, is there a cardstock I could use? And that is the base of our layout done. I have again matted my layout. I do that so much and I can't photograph it. Now I haven't gutted this paper, A, because it's very busy and I'm not sure when I'll use it. B, I have another one, and C, that paper makes my eyes go so funny. I can't look at it. Then on the sketch, if we remind ourselves, we have this frame at the back. So I've made myself a frame with one of the papers. This is the geotag. And whilst making the frame, I made sure I had 2 geotags on either side. So let's pop that on. It's not perfect. I haven't measured it. It's not even, but I'm using it because it's the way I roll. Rough, ready and wonky. And then this is going to go about here. Ish. Like so. And then let's get the sketch back over. So you can see straight away we have turned the sketch. So we're working on our sketch like this. So I think if we have this paper here, And then I have got this paper. I thought it'd be quite fun because it's a world map to put underneath it maybe. So if we have this about there, we could have just a tiny bit of this showing. Like that. Is that straight roughly? Then I think we'll have that there. I am going to add an additional layer, I think. I was undecided when I was just faffing about before pressing record. But under here and under the frame, I'm going to add this layer of blue. And now the reason I've done that is just to accentuate the border I've used here, which isn't the same paper because I've used cardstock, but it is the same colour blue. And I love it. Then we have this paper. I'm just working out if there's a up and a down. I think that's right. And this is going to go about here-ish. This looks nothing like when I was messing about. And then finally, I've got this 2x2 offcut, which has come from me cutting at the paper before. Because at that point I'd forgotten and I'd used the pattern paper to mat that little card. I matted it because it's going on this sort of, I don't know, it's like white with grey or white with beige, I guess you'd say. So because it's going on there, I just thought it needed a bit of colour. Okay, so that's going to go there. And then this is going to go somewhere up there. But we have our photo, which I've again matted on the pattern paper. Wasn't thinking at that point. And our photo can go about here. Then we have our 2x2 patterned square. So why didn't I do this on camera with you? Well, because I didn't want the video to be really long. Of me, which is what I do when I'm deciding pattern paper. This is so heavy and sturdy. And because it's done for you, that's what the good thing about a sketch is. All I have done is follow this sketch. So this paper is this purple, this paper is this grey, and I've just matted it to differentiate the white on white. And the busy pattern as well, because you want to sort of, I don't know, sort of separate the busy pattern, I guess. Then we've got this frame, and then we've got this pattern paper here, then this pattern paper here, and we've got this little tag here, which is this blue. And then I've just added this in because I wanted to, which is what you can do. And that is what we're left with. So it's busy, but your focus is still on the photo, I think. I think, anyway. Hopefully you guys agree. Hopefully so. Okay. So, I love these cameras. Big fan of Bella Boulevard cameras. They're always fun, which is what it's all about. Bringing in this paper also brings in green, because I was looking at this thinking, it's very yellow and blue. Although we do have some red and orange here, which I appear to have missed. But, yeah. So I thought, what about having a couple of cameras down here? I'm not sure. I am going to use that actually, because, let me show you. This black is the black in the photo, so we've got all these bollards and these plant pots, and the blue is obviously the sky and the paper that we've used. So I think it does work. And I'm going to pop them on top of each other there. I did think about using a third or a fourth camera even, but I'm not going to do that. And then these are the pieces that I had pulled out. So I thought this would be quite cute on our photo. No reason really, just because I like it. So let's pop that there. And then this is quite cool. Obviously we're in the city centre, and Manchester has fast become like Tower City, skyscraper city, not like New York level, but for the UK. So I thought this skyscraper die cut with the sun would be good, but I don't want the car because There are no cars, that's the point of the photo. So we've got this, and these are pre-scored for you, which is cool. And it's like a fold-out map. So I thought that would be kind of cool to put there. Then I thought, is there a way for us to get some dimension in this maybe? So what we're going to do is get our foam dots. And I am going to put a foam dot there. Trying to work this out now. So if I put that there and there, this can then go like so, and you still keep that bit of a zigzaggy mountain and valley sort of fold there, and it's got that little dimension which I love. It's only slight, but it is still there. Okay. The final thing from me playing about was this arrow, which I want to try and get onto the photo to point to it. So let's pop that there. I always say, if you've got a lot of blank space in your photo, where this one I guess we haven't as such because the photo is the photo, whereas if we had a person here, use some of the photo space, it sort of pulls it into your layout, I think. I am a big fan of doing that. And then, what do we have? We've got this floral, and I love a floral, so I'm going to use that. It's just a case of, do I use it here? Yeah, I'm going to use that there. And we've got this Go See Do here. And that's as far as I'd got, really. I've put the stamp out to bring us a few more florals. Forgetting that it was blue as well, but it works. I love this flower. Bella Boulevard collections generally always have a bit of clouds and flowers and suns with them. And I thought, let's use it rather than ignore it. So I'm actually going to do it like that. Okay. So that's as far as I'd got, really. I wasn't sure whether I would use these pieces, but I'm glad we have. I'm just going to put the cameras back in there. We have 3 stars on here, 2 of which have got an enamel top. So let's use them, because it's silly to put them back in our stash when they are the right colours. So we're going to use that, and that's a Bella Pop used. I like what they did there, because Bella Boulevard and Doodlebug are the same company now, I believe, aren't they? So it's Doodle Pop and Bella Pop, which is kind of funky. Okay, so then I do have the chipboard. I've got all of it. So the chipboard, the stickers. I don't think we need a title as such, although maybe we could use On The Go. Yeah, I'm going to put On The Go as the title. So we got On. No, I don't like the way these are falling apart. It's a waste, but they're just ripping off. Because they're so thin, it just does not work, which is fine. I probably need to pop all of this out because it's just falling apart. But then I guess us scrappers have got used to chipboard that falls apart or doesn't stick. I'm going to use that scalloped border there just for another pattern. Why not? And I quite like the idea of using this flower There are no flowers in the photo, but I think you can always get a flower in. And I like flowers. I don't like fancy flowers, I always call them. And I'm sure some of you will know what I mean by that. But yeah, I prefer the nice flowers. The quirky, the chirpy, the happy flowers. Okay, then we've got this arrow, and I am going to bump that with, bump, that's a new word, bump. I'm going to base the arrow on top of a flare, which is this one. Oh, lost that. So we're going to put this flare there, then we've got this multicoloured arrow, and I'm just going to do that like this. Gives just a little bit of interest to it. And then we have this is the August release flare, so we have various options, including some travel options, which I love. And I'm thinking this cloud one would look lovely there. And then that'll probably do it, to be honest, guys. Let's have a look once we get it on. So that's there. In terms of journaling, I don't know if I will, because I'm going to do, or I'm in the process of doing like a COVID album, so it'll go in there, and I'll probably do a title page about the world in lockdown, because I've got loads of photos that I've taken and that I've saved. So I think it would be quite good to document a lot of those. So yeah, we don't necessarily need titles on all of them. I'm going to put a camera there. These are epoxy stickers. So they're shiny and lovely, and I love them. And that's going to do it, guys. So that is day 5 of 30 days of sketches complete. Here is our sketch, and here's what I've ended up with. I've kind of gone off piste at the last minute, but I love this so much. It's so happy when it was such an uncertain time where the photo was taken. But I love the way this turned out, and I hope you have enjoyed this as well. Please do check the description box below for the playlist and pop along to see what everybody else playing along in this series has been up to today. I'm sure there are some awesomeness all over YouTube following this sketch from my friend Lisa. Thank you, Lisa, for today's inspiration, and thank you to Christy for everything you do for this series. I'll be back tomorrow for day 6. Bye for now.